A day after he slapped Chris Rock during Sunday night's Academy Awards, Will Smith has publicly apologized to the comedian. In a statement posted to Instagram, Smith wrote, "I was out of line and I was wrong." This, of course, has been a story that's dominated headlines after shocking everyone at the award show and those watching.
The altercation happened after Chris Rock, in case you don't know, Chris Rock made a joke in reference to Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head, Will Smith's wife, prompting the slap from Will Smith.
The conversation continues on whether or not Smith's actions were justified. News 6 insider guy Crystal Moyer is here. And Crystal, our insiders have a lot to say about this.
Yeah, you have to be living under a rock to not have seen this video already. So I posted a survey to see what our insiders thought about the whole ordeal. Many are shocked that Smith slapped the comedian live on television. We received more than 200 responses from our questions. Let's get right to it. The first question we asked was, are you team Will Smith or team Chris Rock? Many of you voiced your opinions in the comments as well. So it looks like if you have to go ahead and pick one, it looks like if you haven't already made a choice. There you go. So 62% are team Chris, 38% team Will. So it looks like more people are siding with Chris Rock. The next question, if we scroll down a little bit, is, do you think Chris Rock's joke was insensitive? Just go ahead and click whatever answer there because you only see the results if you have voted. So it looks like 54% say yes, and it looks like 41% says no, 5% unsure right now. The next question we asked in this poll, do you think the slap was staged? Now, this was a big controversial question because a lot of people were like, yes, no. You know, they do have a movie coming out. Chris Rock's got a comedy tour coming out. 84% say no, it was real, but a small 16% think it was all staged. Interesting. The next question we have, do you think Will Smith should be forced? I can't even read that. Sorry, guys, I don't have my glasses on. Do you think Will Smith should be forced to have some type of consequence for his decisions during the award show? Now, this one, I just wanted to see if you guys thought there should be some type of repercussion from the slap on national television. And it looks like a majority of you, 47%, said he should have been escorted out of the Oscars after the incident. A lot of people say, you know, he did assault somebody on live TV, so he shouldn't have been able to stay there. 22% say yes, but not sure what consequences he should face. 27% said no, and then we have 4% that say his Oscars should have been revoked. Wow. And then the next question, would you have done the same thing if you were Will Smith? You know, some people in the comments say they would defend their wife or loved one if they were being made fun of as well. 69% said no, 20% said yes, and 11% undecided about it all. Interesting. Scrolling down to the next question, we just have a couple more left. This question is, should the Academy of Motion Pictures and Arts and Science invite Will Smith to the 95th Oscar Awards? That would be the next one next year. 35% said, yeah, forget about the incident, that's fine. 51% say no. 14%, not sure. Interesting. Should the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Science invite Chris Rock to present at the next Oscar? Let's see what you guys thought. A majority of you say yes, about 49%. But it looks like almost half, 42% say no. Again, 9% not sure about that one. Interesting. And I'm glad that a lot of you spoke out about this, talking in the comments and letting me know what you thought. So let's get to some of the comments here. The first one from Allison, and she has an interesting perspective here. She says she's unsure if Chris Rock did background research to know that Jada had a condition. If he didn't know, it was a joke. If he did know, then his joke was in very poor taste. Either way, Will Smith was out of line. We can't just go around slapping everyone who ticks us off. What do you ladies think?
It's just, I mean,
I'm disturbed is what I think.
That's
disturbed on all levels.
Two wrongs don't make a right.
But that's an interesting take, though. Like, if he didn't know about what she was going through, is it a joke? Was he just making fun of the shaved head? Or did he know the background?
The Academy Awards. You should have your jokes, you know, lined up, vetted,
ready to go.
You should know what you're going to joke about.
Good
maybe.
point.
I think it was staged. I think it was staged.
Another insider says, if you are considered a gentleman, you never let your wife be bullied the way Chris Rock did. So I applaud Will Smith's actions. Sorry, people. These so-called comedians shouldn't be making fun from others' disgrace. Huh. interesting. And another insider said, it seemed to me as though Chris Rock leaned in just before the slap, and as Smith started to turn around, a barely perceptible smile was on his face. I think it was all staged. That was from John. There are some people that think the whole thing was staged, get more people to watch the awards ceremony. And then this insider said, the way Smith should have handled it would have been to approach Rock later with Jada in tow, tell Rock that he thought it was wrong or disrespectful, and then ask Rock for an apology. Handle it like an adult. That would have made Smith stand up for Jada's honor and kept Smith looking like a respectful adult. JG, that's a great option there. And I hope Chris Rock and Will Smith, I hope they have some kind of face-to-face talk and, hash this whole thing out and come out and apologize to everyone, because I just think any type of violence on TV is unacceptable. So if you want to sound off about this, head to clickorlando.com/insider. You can see the results of the survey. Give your 2 cents in the comments section. Ladies?
So many people worked so hard to get there,
Right.
and
Yeah.
then this is all anyone is talking about. And so it really just ruined so many people's one big night. So it's just sad.
And there were many great performances and big wins and
Yeah.
monumental moments.
Yeah.
So we have to reflect on the positive. Unfortunately, every year I think there are some really cringy comments
Yeah.
made from
Right.
someone, but the getting physical with it took it to a whole new low.
Yeah, I mean, comedians are known to press buttons, and they try to get a rise out of you, and they
But
obviously.
how far is too far?
Right, right.
I think that's something that a lot of these award shows are going to have to go back and talk about and see. Maybe they should plan the jokes, do some research, maybe talk to those that will be on the other end of the joke and see if it's okay. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Crystal always in the know, and our insiders, they really added a lot
Yes,
to it.
they had a lot to say.
Yes, thank you.